Hi friends, welcome to this pre-market analysis of Nifty, where on a chart we try to make informed guesses of where buyers and sellers are. This is Nifty on a daily time frame, and we had very few lines drawn from last day. And as you can see, this is the main line that we have been referring to since the 16th, I believe, of last month, and that's 24,337. And the basic analysis was that Nifty would consolidate in this range till all the liquidity in this area is taken, and after that, it is only after that then that Nifty will break out towards the upside or the downside. So basically, this is sell liquidity that's being eaten right now. Big sellers here, and that's been eaten. So as usual, let's go and delete all the lines from previous days and start afresh. Starting with the monthly time frame. First timers, what we do here is we look out for biases on each of these time frame, from all the way from monthly to the hourly time frame. I input it manually here, analyze the chart, input it manually here, see where the big buyers and sellers are on each time frame. And this is an indicator that I've been testing for quite a while now, and then every time I come up with some bug, I make some tweaks and then keep testing it. Let's start with the monthly time frame as usual. There is no bias on the monthly time frame. Why do I not have a bias? Because I need to have higher lows for bullish bias or lower highs for bearish bias. So right now this was the bullish bias that we had previously. Right now we do not have a lower high or a higher low. Now where are the big buyers and sellers? The big sellers obviously are here, and this is indeed the only point of interest right now for us. It had been so since the mid of last month, the 16th of April, when this line was breached, and since then it has acted as a magnet. You see, it is a seller's liquidity zone, and there is big buying here. All that liquidity is being absorbed right now, but we do not know how long this liquidity is going to last. If the intent of the sellers are good enough for this huge sell volume to be absorbed and then move the market up, then we see it going up. It all, I believe, depends on the DIIs. I do not see any big buying coming in the previous, in at least this month and the previous month, from the FIIs. Now, where are the big buyers? The buyers on a monthly time frame are down here. Let me mark it in green. It's as simple. This swing low is the sellers and this swing low is the buyers. So moving on to the weekly time frame. On a weekly time frame, Nifty is still bearish. Why is it bearish? Let's take a look. This is a swing high, and it fell all the way down, and it's only now that it made a swing high. So that's a lower swing high. Now, as long as that swing high is held intact, Nifty is bearish. So let me just mark that particular swing high. That's where sellers are right now. Well, I wouldn't say that is the biggest level of sellers, but that's a level of significance, in the sense that I would set an alert on this level, and if this alert rings, that means the bearish bias is invalidated. So I'm not saying it becomes bullish. I'm just saying the bearish bias gets invalidated. Listen carefully. So that is why this level is marked. Otherwise, the bias is bearish. There is a bullish fair value gap here. If Nifty comes down, it could take support there. So let me just mark that up. It's a new week, and things could take an interesting turn. It's a weekly fair value gap. Let's see if Nifty comes down, testing into this. Going over to the daily time frame. On a daily time frame, Nifty is bullish. Why is it bullish? This is a swing low and this is a higher low. Look at these candles. Big wick on top, big wick in the bottom, big wick on top, big wick at the bottom, big wick at the bottom, red candle, red candle. So it's it's synonymous with you know Nifty eating into the sell and buy liquidity and consolidating. You see this line? This line is where all that sell liquidity is, and then on a daily time frame you can see buyers climbing slowly up to this level and then getting sold off. They did that previously also. They climbed all this above this level and that got sold off, above, reached it, sold off, reached it, sold off, above this level, sold off. So it's just that this is the sell side liquidity that has to be exhausted. Let's see how much of intent the buyers have. Let us, is there any important level that I have to mark? This, if Nifty decides to fall down on a daily time frame, this is the buyers level. This is where buyers are. It should be in green. So if it decides to fall, this is where the buy order should come, but this is a daily level. So all day it could go right down, and then in the last 1 hour it could be bought all the way back. So be careful. I'm not saying when I mark some level on a daily time frame, it doesn't mean it has to immediately get rejected off that level. Going over to the 4-hour time frame, Nifty is bullish on a 4-hour time frame. You see here, this is a swing low and this is a higher low, and there was a fair value gap here that got invalidated. That's the only bad news here. Otherwise it is bullish. The target the buyer's level and 4-hour is also the same as the one I marked in the daily time frame. So this also holds good in the 4-hour time frame. Going over to the hourly time frame is my trading time frame. Here things have turned bearish. This was the swing low that needed to be protected. That's invalidated. Now this is a swing high and here it's a lower high, so that is bearish. It's a very mixed set of biases, not good for intraday option buying that I do. Well, good for a lot of other kind of tradings. I have a few other types of trades ongoing, but since I'm not a certified analyst, I'm not legally allowed to put out those trades. I do this only for educational purpose. That's all for today. Thank you very much.